Hey everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Avadon the Black Fortress with me, Atantuo. As promised, we are back in Zethron's Eyrie and Harisa is here. So we can report our quest success. Right, Splinterbone is dead. You tell Harisa of the Titan's death. Unfortunate, but this was probably inevitable. The moment the pact seemed weak, one foe after another began to emerge, ready to hunt us. This is the penalty for our confusion. I will have another workshop unlocked for you. Take what you need, with my gratitude. Okay. Any more work? Not yet. Okay. You're sure you will soon? I wonder though. Really feels like I'm about to be done here. Maybe not. I might be wrong. Also, where could that last workshop be, actually? Oh, right. There was another locked door here. I guess behind this door that I first have to manually open. Yeah, this now opens. Okay, and this is the last area here for sure. Was there something in that downstairs area that I wasn't able to access yet? Maybe that's gonna be after I've talked to the dragon. We'll see. What's in here? Helm of the Wind? Curse resistance? Meh. Some gold. Can take that, that's for sure. Glowing runestone increases endurance. That's gonna be slightly useful. And I guess that is it. Okay, fair enough. Oh, there's also stuff over here. Okay, that's interesting. We'll see if I'll be able to access that at some point. For now, let's see the dragon. I guess Terria is still here, but I did turn in her quest already, so. Hey Thara. Okay, I guess I'll report to Zethron personally for this Titan-related business. Zethron is still curled up on his spire, basking in the heat and gnawing idly on cow bones. He is very tense and tough, and though he would pretend otherwise, his wounds are hurting. He sometimes mutters to himself quiet and angry words. What do you need of me, pet human? The Titans... I'm looking for a fresh dragon tooth. Maybe I'll ask him for one if he offers me a reward. The Titans have been destroyed. You tell the tale to Zethron, but the dragon takes no satisfaction in it. So they are dead. 1,000 deaths cannot pay me back for what they have done to me. I have been scarred. I was driven from the sky. Go back to Avadon and report your success and tell them of my great anger. They have failed me, and I will not forget it. Your only reward is giving them one more chance. Go! He waves you away. You need any more help? If I do, I might send word. Or I might abandon this lair forever and return to the wilds, my arrangement with the Pact abandoned. This is no idle threat. The Pact is weak, and it has failed me. One more lapse and I will have to act. Now go. Oh, medal earned. Big, bigger, and biggest. Okay. Is that just for completing Zethron's quest line? I guess. Hey, I'm looking for a fresh dragon tooth. Do not anger me. I never encourage anyone to hunt parts of the bodies of my kind, not even scales. It leads to fortune hunters trying to slay us. You will not get a tooth here. Speak of it no more. Okay. Fair enough. No reward, huh? That's too bad. Really though, what's up with... what? With here. that's right. This looks like a place I could potentially enter at some point. And I'm still completely puzzled by this whole Ahmed's Libram situation here. Actually, I do have a way to get past those rune ceiling doors. So maybe I'll be able to negate the effect of these runes as well now? Although I kinda doubt it. That's something different. Yeah. Oh well. I mean, it's not the end of the world if I can't complete that one quest. Still really weird, though. Does the dragon require any more help? Not yet. Okay. Well then, guess I'm gonna return to... Well, return to Avadon ultimately, but on the way there I will visit the Smith Barrack and give him the war club that he wanted. So, see you there. And here we are. Hey Barrack, long time no see. I have found a Titan's War Club, and I showed to him. You take the massive object from your pack and hand it to him. Astonishing and lovely. The workmanship is exactly what I expected. I will spend many hours examining it. He carries it, with difficulty, into the back room. He returns with a pouch of gold coins and a broadsword. The blade is touched with rust and pitted with unwholesome green patches. Do not discount this blade. It is unpleasant to look upon, but it contains powerful magic. I did not make it. I purchased it. I think it might serve you well. He gives the sword and the pouch to you. Okay, anything else I can do? He shakes his head. I will have to be in business for some time before I can afford to hire you to do more, but considering how much chaos there is in the wilds, I will soon be able to sell many weapons. Well, good for you. Let's see. Slightly expensive, yeah, and also I doubt he's gonna have anything actually interesting. Yeah. But I do have something to sell, which is actually what I wanted to do in the first place. Okay. Corrupted broadsword. It's not quite as good. Also, well, minus intelligence is completely negligible. Minus dexterity, not as much, but still. Plus 3 strength. I guess this might be better, after all. Let's see. It should be... my damage should be reflected in the displayed attack damage. So, 68, 383... 68, 383... The current weapon... 67, 377 with this one. I mean, the difference in baseline physical damage isn't that big, but I guess it's big enough for 3 points of strength to not make a difference, or to not be enough to outweigh that, which is a shame. I mean, Titan Steel Broadsword also has the 2% damage or melee damage enhancement, so that might factor into it. But still, even then, 2%, around 300 damage, that would be 6 damage. Still not enough. Well, it's a It's an interesting idea, but the way it is, maybe it's interesting for Sevelin actually. So I'm not gonna throw it away quite yet. Or not throw it away, obviously, but, you know, sell it. Anyway, let's head back home. And I'm gonna do the usual maintenance and meet you back as soon as something interesting happens. Okay, something interesting has happened. Immediately upon my return, I noticed with some amount of shock that Nathalie is missing. And I guess Polis is gonna tell us more about that. Polis stands unobtrusively off to the side. Tantua was given a message of some importance. What do you have for me? Nathalie, the young, excitable sorceress. Yeah, I've heard of her. She came to see me. She seemed unusually pleased. She said that she was departing for Helglanda. Where did she go? She did not tell me. She tends to treat me with disdain. However, she said that she left some notes in her quarters. It's across the hall from your rooms. What was she doing? I'm not sure. I did note that she seemed prepared for a hunting expedition in the woods. That is all I know. My apologies. Do you need anything else? No, but thanks. So finally we get Nathalie's side quest. The mage Nathalie has left Avadon and returned to the Baraza woods. Ah, Baraza. I guess that might be my chance to find that guy Heronus. Because this is probably gonna open up a an entirely new map. Keep her from getting herself killed. Well, she's quite capable of defending herself, I should think. No, this is Sevelin's. Yeah, this was her quarter, right? Yeah, you enter Nathalie's chambers trying to find some sign of where she went. Surprisingly, she left no sign. No letter, no map. What? Didn't it just say, didn't Polis just say she left a notice? With a small amount of guilt, you search through her private papers for some clue. In her notes, you find one thing of interest. I will show them what I can do, and I will take whatever steps I can. This cunning Drake, with the power to warp minds, must be hunted. I trust Atantu to not try to steal my glory, but others may take the credit away from me nonetheless. I am resolved. I will go to the Baraza pits, and I will find this Drake. If I am lost, this letter may be found. I may leave some signs of my passage, so that a rescue mission might find me if needed. Look for messages first where we fought the Drake. Or, if necessary, so what is left of my remains can be collected. Okay. Nathalie has gone back to the Baraza woods. She is going to try to hunt down the powerful Drake that escaped you earlier. It is a terribly foolhardy thing to try to do alone. She left a letter for you. If you want to find her, she said that she will leave a message for you in the cavern in the Baraza pits, where you met the Drake before. So no new map, I guess. But I'm glad that I get a chance to to settle the score with that reptile. Finally. Anyway, let's report to Heart Miranda while we're here. The Titans have been wiped out, though the dragon is still angry. Yes. Heart Miranda nods. She seems very interested. Then at last we have gotten to the source of one of the conspiracies plaguing us. Did you find any evidence of whether they were acting alone or at the instigation of others? I did find these letters here. She takes the scrolls and examines them. In code, of course. But a code I am sure the Titans could decipher. Which means it is simple. Which means that the eyes will translate these messages in no time at all. As a reward for your industry, I will consult with the quartermaster and see if there are any locked vaults in the storerooms that can be opened for you. You have done very well. Your efforts will, I think, even turn aside Redbeard's rage. And that is good, because he wishes to see you. Any new orders yet? Okay, Redbeard has need for me. See Redbeard, okay. It's pretty clear. Let's talk to the quartermaster quickly while we're somewhat nearby. Wait, what? Didn't she say that he's supposed to open something up for me? Maybe that just happened automatically? Well, it would have to be this chamber, I assume. Unless it's something over here. Oh, that might be the case as well. Thinking about it. Nope, it was this one. And there is nothing here? What? Oh, no, a Scarab of Subtlety. Oh wow, it's actually been a long time since I ever found a Scarab in this game. Dex and Intelligence, huh? Well, I guess there's really only one person who would benefit from that. Which is the one person sadly absent right now. And when I finally meet her, I will not be able to equip her with it, because it can only be equipped in Avadon. That's unfortunate. I assume... Oh man, it's a long way away. A bit farther away than I expected. So this door is probably gonna open up later. I'm not gonna check right now. I am going to... I guess I'm gonna speak to Redbeard first. Why postpone the inevitable? Hey boss. Someone has recently placed a fresh lamp in Redbeard's hall. In this newly bright light, you can see how worn down and exhausted the Keeper of Avadon is becoming. His skin is pale, and there are dark circles under his eyes. And you think for a moment you can see wrinkles. It is as if slowly his true age is returning. Then he notices that you are staring, and you hurriedly turn away. You are finally here, he grumbles. I need your efforts. Set aside your other work. You must return to Castle Ribot. Curse the Pact States and their eternal squabbling. Are you feeling well, sir? Redbeard surprises you by starting to lose his temper, his jolly exterior temporarily broken. That is none of... He calms down. I am fine. Look after yourself, not me. Why do the states of the Pact fight? Because they do not like each other. It is simple enough. One thing binds them, a desire for survival. It is why the Pact exists, and why Avadon is necessary. Can the Pact survive so much strife? Of course, it is a family, and you must be aware of how much the members of a family can hate each other, and yet they stay together, usually. What does Avadon do? We watch for people who are trying too hard to disrupt the delicate peace we have attained, who foment warfare inside the Pact, and then we kill them. What Avadon says is simple. Hate as much as you want, but do not let your resentment turn into action. Otherwise, we will destroy you. It works. Okay, then, what do I need to do? Lord Griffin has sent word to me. Somehow his good relations with the Hoaglandans have not been progressing. Go back there, find him, and do what you need to do to get those temperamental children working together again. And by the way, you should be honored. Why should I be honored? Huh. What went wrong exactly? Let's work them off in order. I'm not sure. The message was painfully vague in that regard. Lord Griffin will tell you more, I'm sure. What should I do? You should use your wisdom and the authority of Avadon to bring better relations between Kalimdariel and Hoaglanda. If that means finding someone who is fomenting discontent and using your blade, well, I have given you great freedom. I want greater peace between the Pact States. It is my life's work. Do whatever is necessary. And why should I be honored? Lord Griffin requested you personally. It seems that you made quite an impression on him. Be pleased. It is from such steps that great influence is won. Okay, I don't think I have other questions. So back to Vibo. Eastern Portal. Something has happened. Well, that was to be expected, honestly. While I am up here, I still can't open these doors. Okay, I opened this one. Yeah. But there is this one NPC here. Fabron? Yes. Do you need anything else? Perhaps, but not yet. Okay. Good to know. So there's one more thing. I actually took care of inventory mostly. I did re-equip Sevelin. He actually is using the corrupted broadsword now, and because it was only like a point weaker, a single point of damage weaker than his two-handed like steel halberd or whatever he was using. So I figured might as well give him this and the shield. Oh right, and I wanted to equip him with this and enchant it, but since Nathalie has all our runes, all our rune stones, that didn't happen. That's a bit unfortunate. It's not the end of the world by any means, but still. And I am going to turn in the last, or not last, the two arcane scrolls that I found. Oh. Here, give her the scrolls, and I get some coins. Okay. Maybe something's gonna happen once I turn in enough of those to her, but that time is not now. Not yet. Point is not yet reached. Wait a second. Should I talk to what's her face here? I guess just in case. Callan, right. Anything else I can do for you? No. Okay. And I don't suppose I'll get another quest from Miranda on top of the one from Redbeard himself, but you never know. Any orders? No. Okay. Well then. Quick cut. Now the question is, who do I take with me? Besides Shima, of course. Sevelin. I kind of like Sevelin better than Janelle, but Janelle is more interesting. And I already have a warrior as my main, so yeah, sure, Janelle. This is your time to shine. Until I meet with Nathalie again. So, we are back in Castle Vibo. Don't assume any of the areas, the previously inaccessible areas, are gonna open up right away. So let's talk to the Duke first, right? Duke Griffin. Once again you approach Duke Griffin in his great hall. He seems even more energetic than before. The young lord practically bounces in his seat with excitement. You have come. I am most pleased. My efforts to bring peace between Kalimdariel and Holglanda have had progress. My talks with Monitor Shigaz have gone well. Now that you have returned, our efforts to bring a more secure peace to the Pact can continue. I thought there was some trouble, actually. Why have you asked for Avadon's help once again? Because I have continued to negotiate with Monitor Shigaz. He is starting to see reason in my words, and he is taking a risk to do so. I am going to take a similar risk. Deep in the Baraza woods, there is a band of Kelim bandits. They are well established, and their presence and their constant raids into our rivals' lands anger the Hochlandans greatly. I have acknowledged that these bandits exist. I have given Shigaz permission to hunt them down, but he will only do so if you can travel with him once again. It is a real risk for me, but if you succeed, it will do much to help the Hochlandans to trust me. You acknowledge the bandits exist? You have denied that they exist before? No, of course not. I have simply never made a comment one way or the other. I saw no benefit in doing so until now. How well established are the bandits? Oh, evidence suggests that they have been there for some time, foolishly secure in the knowledge that I would never allow them to be hunted down. It pleases me greatly to be able to punish their arrogance. Why is this a risk for you? Because I am allowing a Hulklandan to kill Callum. Scum Callum, to be sure, but still Callum. There will be a lot of angry nobles when news of this gets out. Still, it is necessary. I have a plan to keep Kalimdariel great, and this peace effort is a necessary part of it. Why does Shigaz want me with him? Or want me with him? You will have to ask him. Perhaps he thinks that you are competent. Perhaps he doesn't trust us. And maybe he just likes you. Well, I hope he thinks that I'm competent. He has no reason to think otherwise, I should think. Anything else I need to know? Duke Griffin thinks about this. Perhaps. There is one more thing you should know about the Baraza Woods. There is a rogue hand out there. A disgraced hand of Avadon. His name is Gavin. You are unlikely to find any sign of him, but it might be helpful to be warned about him. Okay, that's the first I hear about that person, I think. Anything else? Doesn't look like it. Oh, wait. I'd like to know more about Hand Gavin, in fact. Duke Griffin nods somberly. Yes, the rogue hand. A very ugly business. He was using my castle as a base for his operations, exploring Baraza, looking for spies, that sort of thing. Then I learned that he was actually disloyal. He was spying on us and sending information to the Tawan Empire. Before he could be caught, however, he fled. How long ago was this? Only a few months. It shames me that we have not yet brought him to justice. How did you learn of his treachery? A lucky chance. It was a misdelivered letter. It was meant for Hand Gavin, but given to my assistant Janaya by mistake. She read it, found that it was from the Tawan, and led to an investigation. In Gavin's quarters, we found all of the evidence of his treachery we needed. However, by the time we could inform Redbeard and get permission to seize the traitor, he had fled. Where is Gavin now? He fled west into the wilds of the Baraza Woods, an untamed territory, and one, alas, that he had spent some time exploring. He is probably still out there now. What should I do if I find him? It would be best if he was abducted and brought to the Avadon dungeons. However, in the wilds of Baraza, that might not be possible. Killing him may be your only option. Okay, thanks. Was actually a lot of information. Baraza bandit pits. Yeah, okay. Meet Monitor Shigaz. The bandit pits. Pits again, huh? Lots of pits in the woods. Okay. And Hand Gavin is also a separate quest, okay. Okay. Let's also speak with the magician here, conjurer. Oh, that's her incantatrix actually. Anything else need to be done? Yes, I will take your question as an offer of aid. There is a wizard hiding in the western Baraza woods. Name is Incantor Manon. Fled recently. The Duke sends word. He wants the wizard to come back, all crimes pardoned. I will pay you if you deliver the message. Why do you think I will encounter this mage? Is thought... What is? I guess I thought that he fled... What? Is thought that he fled to a region full of bandits? Safe for him, I suppose? Am told you are going there. Might just be rumor, but still thought it wise to ask you for help. Did she ever talk this weirdly? Did she always talk this weirdly, I guess? Why did he flee? He said impolitic things while drunk. About youth and inexperience of Duke. About madness of going for peace with Hulklander. Angering Dukes of Kalimdariel is unwise, especially when they feel that they have things to prove. Why does he want him back? Do I look like a duke or a duchess? Am neither. I only follow orders. Duke promises me that Manon is safe to return. Thinks I can send message with magic. can only do this if Manon is not hiding location with his own magic. But he is, so I ask you. Okay. I seriously never noticed before that she was supposed to be, like, speaking broken, whatever language they are speaking here. Commander Peveril, do you have any... No, wait, is there anything I can do for you? He looks through the papers on his desk. In fact, there is. I understand that your travels will take you near the western roads, the ones plagued with bandits. As if that was not enough trouble, ogres have been sighted by our patrols in the area. They have a lair hidden somewhere near there. We can't tolerate ogres in the woods. They need to be driven out. Why are they such a problem? They are large, violent, prone to brigandry, and hate humans. They are supposed to confine themselves to the Titan Peaks and other remote parts of the Farlands. They know that they are forbidden to enter Pact Lands, and they defy us at their peril. Their lair is hidden? It is. We have as yet been unable to find it. I do have some advice should you try to find them. Yes? They are sloppy creatures. Watch for bones and other leavings that might mark their presence. Also, they might have found a way to conceal the entrance to their lair. Watch cliff walls for concealed doors or switches. Look for buttons, dark areas, or other such discolorations. Such marks might betray the entrance to their lair. Okay, thanks for the advice. Hidden ogres. Well. And last but not least, let's talk to Ayakesha. Anything else I can do for you? Of course, and you won't find it to be a surprise. If you see Orion, capture him. Oh, okay, I already had that quest. Well, maybe I will end up seeing Orion on my return trip to the Baraza Woods. Now where was that stair? It was here. Is there anyone downstairs? Well, the Beastmaster, the Tamer, for sure. There was also this fat toll collector or whatever. But I don't suppose he's gonna have a quest for me. Tamer Melisande, right. Anything else I can hunt for? There is one thing I would like you to watch for, but I do not think you will find it. You recently encountered a drake in our woods. I sent soldiers to search its lair for an egg, but they found nothing. It had already been looted. To tame a drake would be a great achievement. If you ever find a drake egg, bring it to me. I will pay you very well. It will also please the Duke. Any idea where I should look? I suggest looking under drakes. With all of the traveling you do, you're sure to find one of these creatures eventually. Well, I've found several, but no eggs so far. You really think that you can train a drake? Probably not, but it will be very interesting, yes? Well, interesting for the drake, maybe. Why will the Duke be so pleased? I'm not sure. The last time he came to the kennels, he seemed very worried. He told me to do all I could to help the keep defend itself. I think that he is expecting trouble, and I will do all I can to aid him. Okay. I guess having... well, I hope I will find an egg in the Baraza Woods, and... yeah, well... anyway, so yeah, having a trained drake would be good, but I don't think that's possible, really, because those creatures are... I mean, those are not beasts, they are somewhat intelligent. Shima looks out at the gate towards the Baraza Woods. They are out there, somehow, I suspected. Wait, didn't we have this dialogue already? Oh, maybe I reloaded after that or something? Yeah, Honored Forge. We already had this discussion. It doesn't matter. No, if possible we can deal with them. I think that's what I said last time. Okay. Out. Brief candle, no. Out and away. Baraza Woods and Baraza Pits? So, I haven't learned of a new location yet. Guess I'm gonna go to the pits first anyway to find Nathalie, hopefully. These are just some generic soldiers left over. Soldier leftovers. Oh, the remote tannery. Guess. Oh wait, the pit entrance is not marked on the map. Is that always the case? Not sure. Anyway, I'm gonna make a quick cut to the tannery and actually have something made from those drake skins I'm carrying around. Alright, here we are. Who was the crafter? You were. Make a fine suit of armor for me, of course. Tunic or greaves? I guess a tunic. That's all. Do I have more? Yeah, I do have. And some greaves? Or did I already have those? Bella's greaves? Bella's jerkin? Oh yeah, I already had those. I thought there were 3 different kinds of armor that I could have her make. 20% armor, ability recharge time, parry chance, blessings and curses. I don't really need this one. Maybe she can use it? Well, she can. I'll give her less magical damage, but oh, whatever. She doesn't deal much magical damage anyway. And this... I mean, this would just be a defensive upgrade. However, he is pretty good at dodging stuff. So maybe defense isn't even all that important. This would give him even more recharge time reduction. Blessings and curses. I mean, yes, his disarming blow does put a war curse on enemies. And a parry chance is actually defensive, so sure. Oops. And if I can eventually enchant that, it's gonna be good. Well, I don't have Sevalin with me, so I don't know which of these might be interesting for him potentially. If anything. I'm not gonna put them into the junk bag quite yet. Alright, next stop, pit entrance, I guess. If it's still there. We'll find out in a second. Okay, the entrance is still here. That's good. Now, is there a quick way? Not really. Since we cannot take this path here, unfortunately, but we can go around here. That shouldn't take too long, actually. You return to the chamber where you first faced Zossa the Might Taker. Sure enough, you find a message from Nathalie. She burned it into the stone with a narrow lance of fire. She is not a subtle person. The message says simply, "The beast's trail is clear. It will not escape the gaze of Avadon." Below the message is a crude map, also drawn in a thin line of blackened stone. It indicates a region in the mountains to the north, a forest high up between 2 peaks. If you want to track Nathalie, it seems the next likely place to go. Okay, now I guess I'll have another map to explore. And we're also finally able to finish off exploring this map. It's strange that we weren't able before. Another Dex enchantment? Alright. You take this for now. Is there anything else? Doesn't look like it. So that trip was... well, I guess story-wise it was necessary, but not very interesting in terms of gameplay. So I'm gonna return to the world map, I guess. And sure enough, there is a new area unlocked. The Trail of the Drake. However, that is not the same area that we are supposed to go to take care of those bandits and meet back with Shigaz. So maybe I'm supposed to meet him in Baraza Woods, actually, in the main Baraza Woods map. I'll have to read that quest text once again. Maybe there's something I overlooked. Wait, where is it? Baraza Bandit Pits. Oh yeah, return to Baraza Woods. I mean, that could just mean the Baraza Woods as an, you know, as a geographic region, or it could also refer to that specific map. Anyway, this... okay. You have reached a forest high up in the mountains on the border between the Baraza Woods and the Tawan Empire. These cold, windy woods... no, windy or windy? Cold, windy woods, I guess, are in the valley between two high peaks. The air is crisp and clean, but as you smell, you detect a hint of smoke. You look for tracks, but if Nathalie came by here, recent rains erased all trace of it. There is a structure up here though. To the west you see a squat, mossy stone tower perched on an island in the middle of a mountain lake. As you look around, you start to feel dizzy and distracted. Someone else might think the sensation was brought on by the thin air up here. You, however, recognize the feeling intimately. The last time you felt it, you were near Zossa the Might Taker. Okay, good to know we're on the right track. So, presumably... oh, this is a dead end? Okay. Presumably, yeah, this map is going to consist of the lake with the island and tower in the middle, and a little strip of land surrounding the lake. There's an obelisk by the pathway leading to the tower. It has been here for a long time. You scrape away the moss only to find that whatever words were inscribed here, they have faded away. Okay. And it's not really an island in the lake, I guess. Just a peninsula. There is a dam connecting it to the mainland, if you will. Oh, and that's actually a pretty straightforward map, huh? I mean, I'm fine with that. As you walk down the path toward the tower, Janelle silently seethes with anger. Finally, she can take it no more. This is madness. Following that young, impetuous... she is putting us at risk, all for her own private goals. Wait, didn't you do exactly the same thing? Yeah, exactly. Also, while it may be her own private agenda to hunt the dragon, or the drake, I think it's only fair that we finish him off, since we would have done so when we first met him, except he was able to escape, and Avadon is supposed to not let its enemies run away, right? Anyway, yeah, didn't you do the exact same thing? This brings her up short. That was entirely different. It was a matter of pact business and of honor. Then she decides wisely to stop talking. Yeah, because it's exactly the same thing that's happening right now. As you get closer to the tower, the feeling of confusion and distraction intensifies. It is growing harder to concentrate, though. With time, the Drake spells are slowly becoming easier to resist. You look at the tower and Shima says, "Stop! Do you hear that? It sounded like fire and screaming." He shakes his head. "Never mind. was just my imagination. Maybe it wasn't. Bronze girdle, okay. Who lost his girdle out here? Who knows? Can we enter? Oh yes we can, but it's a separate map. Okay, and this is blocked off. Fair enough. I guess maybe the tower is gonna end up having a back entrance. It's also a lot bigger on the inside. You enter the main hall of this small tower. The building looks like it is at least a century old. This chamber is full of coffins, rubble and refuse. Everything is cold and still. Spiderwebs hang from the wall. It doesn't look like anyone has come here for years, or decades, and yet the feeling of confusion caused by the Mindchecker's presence is far stronger here. You can almost imagine that he is watching you right now. Maybe this tower has been completely abandoned, or maybe it is just another of the Drake's cunning illusions. You can't be sure. There's only one thing to be sure, and that is that you can't be sure. Intense incense. Okay, we have at least one... No, we have 2 stairs down. 2 stairs down. Is that a side project of 3 doors down? Maybe. Okay, nothing in this chamber. No, there is. Sure enough. More incense. Okay, that's locked. Well then, with that, let's explore this passage first. Oh, it's just gonna lead further on down. Well, in that case, just out of curiosity. Wait, what? Didn't I take the other one? Am I crazy? Yes, apparently I am. Because both of those stairs nonsensically lead to the same little corridor here. Is that... Oh, I guess... Yeah, okay. It's completely intentional, of course, because it's just the Drake's mind games. Oh well. Have it your way. Huh. Okay. So going here leads us here, going back up leads us back up. Okay, that's odd. You are sure you have been in this corridor before, and yet you never stop going downstairs. There is something strange happening here. Yeah, well, thanks game. I kinda noticed. Back up, and we go back up. So I guess it's not a matter of figuring this out by myself, but the game is probably gonna give me another prompt at some point. Or maybe there's actually some hidden switch somewhere along the way that I'm supposed to find. There's something to do. These paintings, maybe? Anything behind the tapestries now? Okay. This leads back up. Still can't open that. Huh. Does this obelisk say anything? A recent burst of fire recently struck the surface. Whatever message was written here, it has been destroyed. That's unfortunate. I'm sure that was the solution to the riddle. Seriously though, is there... Am I supposed to find out some kind of combination of down, down, up, up, up? I don't know. Up, up, down, left, right, A, B? Or B, A? Maybe just go up and down and up and down. Maybe I need to leave the tower? I don't know. You walk out of the abandoned tower, frustrated by your continued inability to find any trace of Nathalie, but then it's just at the edge of your perception, but you don't let it drift away. You concentrate on it. Suddenly, Shima shouts, "Wait, there!" He points to the northwest. Northwest. I heard it! A scream! It was Nathalie! The northwest, you say? Okay. Oh, there. That wasn't there before. As you get farther from the tower, your senses start to clear. That is why it only takes a small amount of time, a small amount of concentration, I'm sorry, to see what once you focus on it is so obvious. Oh my god. Ugh, yeah, I'm still under the effects of the mind-numbing Drake magic, apparently. There has been a battle here. The ground is covered with scorch marks. There are bloodstains and bodies, dead wretches. The air is heavy with the reek of blood and smoke. How did you not notice it before? And yet it sounds peaceful. It sounds peaceful. All you hear is a light breeze and the calming sounds of birdsong. Janelle looks at the scorch marks and nods approvingly. I think Nathalie has been through here, recently, by my guess. We should hurry. Yeah, this is her handwriting, isn't it? Well, if this is the way Nathalie has been through, what is this way? Oh, well, this way is just a whole lot of nothing. Well then. Why didn't she loot the wretch? Didn't she learn anything during her travels with me? Shima looks at the carnage and destruction left by Nathalie with interest. Raw power, quite impressive, but there is a lack of control. A Callum trait, perhaps. Not the sort of thing you would see in Honglanda. You think all Callum mages are like Nathalie? I'm not sure. I suspect not. He smiles. I hope not. I'm not sure that Linnaeus could survive the ambition of more than one Nathalie. He walks on in silence, and he might have a point there. You walk around a thick copse of trees and stumble into several ogres and their wretched servants. Really? They gawk at you silently. They have strange glassy stares. The Drake has a powerful hold on their minds. Then, as they raise their weapons and mindlessly shuffle toward you, you hear a scream, a single piercing cry, the same young woman you heard before. It came from the south. Okay. Charmed ogres and wretches. That shouldn't be a problem. What are you gonna do? I'll call a salamander, because I can. And then finish off that one, just barely. Nice. Salamander comes with Ward Chant, and Haste. That makes it slightly less useless. Its damage could be better. But it should be able to at least take this one out. Well, can't reach. Alright, what's this? Steel broadsword? Eh. Technically kind of decent, but not at this point in the game, of course. Fine cloak. Wait, dagger is not even sellable. Whatever. And more of these. Only 2 more? No, there's another one. Maybe he was patrolling. Oh, didn't realize it was her turn. Oh well. What? Oh, of course. How silly of me. Poison mist? Sure. At least that seemed to deal more damage than her normal attack. Wait, was that a tormented shaman? Oh, okay. Maybe I shouldn't have used my cooldown quite yet. What else can I do? Call Hellhound. Oh, never done that. Wait. Can't cast summon spells when you already have a pet. Oh, come on. Really? Why doesn't it just replace my old pet? Yeah. Whatever. Didn't deal a single point of damage to any of them. Salamander's still alive and kicking. Spirit charge. Okay, that's some nice AoE damage actually. Nice shot. Not bad at all. Okay, he's immobile, can't reach. One, two, three. Ah, okay, nice. Elixir of recovery. Don't I have any of these yet? Not that I really need it. Okay, and this just connects here. What's going on? Oh. Okay. Map keeps changing. A dark cultist. No. Tormented Shaman. Wow, okay. Good thing we took that one out pretty quickly. Knockbag. Because why not? Actually, why don't I put Spirit Charge here? Okay, that should hit all 3 of them. Maybe it did hit the mage? Hasn't he seen us yet? I guess not. That's interesting. Well, he has now. And he's dead. Oh, this is a dead end, I assume? Yeah. Nathalie, where are you? Is that her? No. Definitely not. Man, I didn't really need to pick this up. Or this, for that matter. Elixir of Vitality goes here. And these go on the ground. Thanks. Oh, more of these. Oh, Charmed Ogres. Yeah, well. And spiders. Oh, man, I haven't fought spiders in a while. Can't say I missed it, but nice crit. Oh, right, that can cleave. Forget about that. It's actually pretty good. Although its damage against a single target is not overly impressive. Meh. Might as well sell that. I guess it's really not as good. I mean, it sounds good on paper, but I guess it just doesn't work on higher level enemies often enough to be very worthwhile. You hear a fiery explosion to the east, close enough that moments later a warm, sulphurous draft blows past you. Concentrating, you manage to hear the gibbering roars of infuriated ogres. Either this is a cunning illusion, or you are very close to Nathalie and she is under attack. Also, I am aware that we are at over an hour currently, but I kind of want to at least find Nathalie before I end the episode, although it might not just be feasible in a timely fashion. We'll see. You enter a grove and stumble upon a battle in progress. Oh, well, speak of the devil. Nathalie is at the south end of the grove, backed up against a tree. Several ogres and wretches face her, closing in from all sides. She is outnumbered, and after the long-running battle she fought to get here, exhausted. And yet her powers seem, if anything, even sharper. An ogre tries to close in on her right. She turns, points her right finger, and a jet of flame engulfs the creature. It flees off into the brush, screaming and smoking. It won't be alive long. And yet somehow it is not right. And yet something is not right. She holds her left arm against her chest. It has been injured. And as powerful as she is young and alone. Without help, she may not last long. Well, we are here, so no worries there. What was that? That's not a spell she has. Or is it? Poison Mist. Nice. Man, they all miss. Yeah, she's as good as dead. Certainly. She didn't stand a chance. Good thing we came to save her. Well. Bye-bye. that and this. Sure. Sounds good. Hey, Nathalie. You approach Nathalie. She is exhausted and panting with exertion. She looks up at you, and while her face looks painfully young, her eyes look far, far older. Her left arm has been burned, not with fire, but with acid. A potion and a bit of healing have sealed the wounds and left the limb functional, but the injury clearly still pains her. You have the grim suspicion that the damage will be permanent. What? I hope that's not gonna impact her damage output, or else I might have to take her out of the active team. No, not really. For a moment she barely seems to see you. Then she starts to cast a spell determined to attack you. Then she stops and looks at you again. Atantuo? Atantuo, She looks harder. Yes, you are real. Yes, I am real, as far as I can tell. She relaxes slightly and pokes you in the chest, verifying that you are solid. Then she laughs, a shrill sound that seems to leech out of her some of the terror of her ordeal. I almost didn't leave directions for you. You know that? I wanted the hunt for myself. Perhaps not wise. But I do have a glorious tale to tell. What happened to you? She struggles to recall. It seems long ago, you know. I returned to the pit where we fought the drake. I sensed it. Power like that, it leaves a trail. Faint, but I was fast on my feet. I got here. I entered the tower. It seemed empty. Empty. An old crypt with a few fading magical traps. But I knew. Then the drake's servants came in, behind me. They followed down the stairs after me. They thought I was easy prey. Meat. I broke through the circle easily. Fled the tower. And when you got outside? They followed, many of them. And it would have been easy to escape. Down the path. Burn any that followed, but the paths, they shifted. Twisted. I had to fight, so I couldn't concentrate. I was confused. They chased me round and round the lake. I burned some, more appeared. Some real, some not. They cornered me here. They might even have worn me down eventually. But you saved me. What happened to your arm? A shaman, an ogre, a spray of burning bile, backed by a curse. She looks down at her arm. I treated it. It's not infected. It is just... It burns. It won't stop burning. She looks up at you defiantly. Ignore it. I can. We must finish our work here. How many did you kill? How many? Many. Atantuo, it was glorious. The sort of battle I dreamed of. I lived it. I even might have survived. Probably. Maybe. I only thought... I wish I had not faced it alone. Instead, Avadon abandoned me again. What do you want to do? Can there be any question? Zosa Mindtaker is my prey. Our prey. We must return to the tower. We must slay the beast. It is a menace, to Hens and to the Pact. We must kill it and bring its head to Avadon. We will receive the glory that is our due. The glory? She looks down at her seared arm bitterly. I came to Avadon to win glory and to fight for the Pact. They ignored me, pushed me aside, and when I saw a monster that needed to be slain, I had to face it alone. It must die. They must see that I was worthy. I am worthy. Where is the drake? The drake? The tricky serpent with its spells and illusions? It is where I encountered it at first, in the tower, hiding in the crypt. I can feel it. Can't you? That is where we must go. Now, before the worm escapes. You think you can find it? The next words come very hard for her. No, I can't find it. But we can find it. Atantuo, I will share this hunt with you. Not with Avadon, that abandoned me. With you. Alright, let's hunt the beast. Nathalie smiles. Then she winces with pain. Then she smiles again, a tired, wispy attempt at bravado. Yes, at last, someone sees my value. Come on, the tower awaits. Let's teach that monster what Avadon can do. Nathalie approaches you and stands at your side. Atantuo, I must insist. As long as you hunt the drake, I must be with you. This is my hunt and my prey, and I must share in the glory. Yeah. It's fine. Zossa Mindtaker. Yes. I'm also determined to hunt down the Drake. But that's definitely gonna be next time. Wow, this might be the longest episode yet. I apologize. Anyway, I'll end it here and continue next episode. Until then, wait. No, not so fast. I hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, please hit like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you real soon. Until then, have a wonderful time, and bye-bye.